My name is Ryan Kelly, and I'm the CEO of Terrapin Blue. Our company has had the pleasure of working in the private transportation industry now for over 7 years. Throughout our time working with the private motor coach industry, we've had the pleasure of working with the Intercity Bus Security Grant Program. This year, as part of President Obama's budget cuts, the Intercity Bus Security Grant Program has been slated to be cut from this year's budget. During these uncertain economic times, this funding is critical to help private operators throughout the United States secure funding to improve the security at their facilities, on board their buses, to protect our national infrastructure across the United States. Bond plots have been full going to the nation's capital, as well as many other mitigated events because the training was provided as part of this grant funding program. The economy is tough. Operators right now are having to choose between labor and security because of the economy. With the funding outlined in the Intercity Bus Security Grant Program, operators have the funding they need to implement crucial security infrastructure that will protect our nation's passengers as well as our national infrastructure. The main reason that President Obama cut funding for the Intercity Bus Security Program was because of lack of a vulnerability assessment. This was not the case. An assessment was completed by outside consultants for TSA last year, and in that assessment it clearly outlined that the motor coach industry is at risk and that they recommended continued funding for this very important program. Here's what you need to do to protect this very important program. Our staff will be contacting you individually and emailing you the documentation that you need. All you need to do is copy and paste that documentation, which is a letter of support for the program, to both your senators and congressmen, and fax that back to our office. Once you fax that back to our office, we will fax it directly to the senators and congressmen in your district, to the correct staff members, so that the right people have your letter of support, and we will help you protect this very important program.